The importance of alumni since their son Josh was taken into custody by the CSAM in April 2021, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar have not been providing any updates to their followers. Not only that, but a multitude of individuals and insiders have come up with frightening allegations regarding the married couple. There are also rumors that the family is dysfunctional due to the fact that Jim Bob wanted to defend his disgraced son, while some of his children wanted him to suffer in prison. In spite of this, it appears that the family has been enjoying a prosperous period in recent years. It was even reported that they were seen in an unexpected location with several of their children. To view the photograph, continue reading. Recent actions taken by Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar are something to keep an eye on. Jim Bob and Michelle have been diligently providing assistance to their daughter Jana, who is currently residing in Nebraska prior to their most recent sightings. The fixer-upper project that Jana and Steven were working on was previously disclosed. In order to assist the newlyweds in the process of renovating their new home, Jim Bob and Michelle even brought along some of their youngest children. It also seems that the former cast members of Counting On have been making efforts to rebuild their connection with their daughter Jill, who has been separated from them for a long time. Jill has stated that they enjoy spending time together whenever it is feasible. Jim Bob and Michelle have been seen at the most unbelievable location. A few Redditors share their thoughts on the most recent sightings of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Aboard the poster, it is stated that they were aboard the Royal Caribbean Wonder of the Seas when they came across the former cast members of Counting On, along with several of their children, including Jason, Jana, and Josie. The op also observed a few of the boys, but they were unable to identify them because they were too far away. While everything is going on, there are some people who can't help but make fun of Jim Bob and Michelle for bringing their children to the ship, which is notorious for its drinking, gambling, and inappropriate attire restrictions. Nah, please. They embarked on a cruise, right? Everywhere you look, Nike. It is defrauding. To the left and to the right, we are engaging in fraudulent activity. To tell you the truth, I am completely taken aback by the fact that they went on a cruise. On Caribbean cruises, there is an abundance of alcoholic beverages, gambling, and revealing clothes. It would appear that they are, in fact, decreasing their criteria for the quality of their performance. It is really insane. Imagine for a moment if you were traveling with the Duggar family on a cruise ship for a week. It would be like playing a game of Where's Waldo, because there are so many of them. In addition to Matt and Abby, it is absolutely incredible to see any other fundy on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Aside from praying, swimming in street clothes, and eating, what else do they do while they are on the cruise? On cruise ships, there are a lot of people who are dancing and dressed in an immodest manner, including the personnel who work in shows like the Aqua Show and Ice Cast. For the entirety of the day, they are going to be Nike. Keeping an eye out for the return of the Duggar family on television. TLC has not yet disclosed whether or not they want to bring the Duggar family back on television. On the other hand, the family has been receiving a great deal of media attention over the past several months as a result of the recent weddings, particularly the wedding of Jana and Steven. As a result of the presence of multiple film teams at the ceremony, a number of Counting On fans even hypothesized that the network will release a special episode to commemorate Jana's special day. On the other hand, Jana eventually uploaded a 2-part film to YouTube that featured her wedding. If you are looking for additional information regarding the Duggar family, you should return to Bombshell 25 for all of your updates. In a world where the Duggar family has often been associated with their highly publicized lifestyle, the news of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar being spotted in a place no one could have predicted has left fans and critics alike stunned. Known for their strong Christian values, large family, and life in the public eye, the Duggars have always stuck to a well-constructed image. But what happened when they were spotted far from their usual comfort zone? The unexpected encounter. It was a quiet Sunday afternoon in a small, upscale art gallery in New York City. The gallery, known for showcasing contemporary art, was an unusual choice for the couple that had long been associated with a more traditional, family-focused lifestyle. With Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's history of keeping their personal lives private, the sight of them walking hand in hand among the eclectic crowd of art enthusiasts seemed out of place. The couple, usually seen at church events or family gatherings, appeared to be stepping into a world that many of their followers wouldn't have expected them to engage with. As they walked past a series of abstract paintings and sculptures, their demeanor seemed calm, and their usual expressions of serenity were unchanged. Jim Bob, the ever-supportive husband, offered a few words of admiration for the pieces, while Michelle took her time to carefully inspect the textures and color schemes of each artwork. The Duggars' secret interest in art. For many who had followed the Duggar family's reality TV journey on shows like 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, the couple's newfound interest in the arts came as a complete surprise. Jim Bob and Michelle were often portrayed as people of simple tastes, preferring the comforts of their large Arkansas home, community events, and family dinners. But here, in one of New York's most renowned galleries, they were embracing a very different world. "Maybe we're seeing a side of the Duggars we've never seen before," said one onlooker, whispering to her friend. "I always thought they were about homeschooling, big families, and church. But this is something else." It was clear that the Duggars weren't merely visiting the gallery as a form of tourism. There was something more to their presence. Could they have been exploring a new chapter in their lives? Could it be possible that Jim Bob and Michelle, the epitome of conservative family values, were embracing a passion for the arts that defied their previous image? A shocking revelation. As the Duggars continued to tour the exhibit, something unexpected occurred. They approached a painting by an up-and-coming artist, and after inspecting it, Jim Bob's voice rose slightly as he began speaking to a small group of people around them. "This piece," Jim Bob said, pointing to the bold strokes of color on the canvas, "reminds me of a story in the Bible about finding beauty in unexpected places. Even when we're going through our struggles, there's always something to be learned and appreciated." The small crowd fell silent. It was clear that Jim Bob had just drawn a connection between art and faith. But what really struck the onlookers was Michelle's sudden smile. It wasn't the smile of the reserved matriarch they knew from television. It was a smile of genuine contentment, of someone deeply moved by the piece they were observing. For years, viewers had seen Michelle Duggar as a loving mother, a woman dedicated to her children and her faith. But this moment, this small interaction, revealed a new dimension of her character. Could the Duggars be evolving in a way that no one expected? The media frenzy. Soon, word began to spread like wildfire. Paparazzi and entertainment outlets picked up the story, each with their own interpretation of the Duggars' visit to the gallery. Some speculated that the couple was undergoing a personal transformation, exploring new interests as their children grew older and began to leave the nest. Others were quick to criticize, wondering if the Duggars had lost touch with the values that had made them famous in the first place. But amidst the flurry of speculation, one thing became clear. The Duggars were no longer just the family that had captured the public's attention with their large brood and conservative values. They were becoming more complex, more layered, and more willing to step outside their comfort zone. Behind closed doors. In the days following their visit to the gallery, Jim Bob and Michelle remained silent on the matter. They did not respond to the media's questions, nor did they post anything about their experience on social media. It seemed as though they had returned to their usual lives, quiet, private, and centered around family. However, sources close to the family began to hint at a more personal side to the story. According to one insider, the couple had been quietly exploring different forms of artistic expression for some time, even taking up painting as a hobby in their downtime. Jim Bob had reportedly taken up sketching, while Michelle had developed a deep interest in pottery, a craft she had learned from a local artist in Arkansas. While they may not be ready to share everything with the world, they've definitely been expanding their horizons, the source revealed. A new direction? The question now remained, what did this mean for the Duggars' future? Could it be that they were ready to shift their public image and embrace something more creative? Or was this just a brief detour, a moment of personal exploration that would soon be forgotten as they returned to their roots? For some fans, the Duggars' unexpected art gallery visit marked a turning point. Could they be redefining what it means to be a family that values both faith and personal growth? For others, it was merely a fleeting moment, something that would eventually be eclipsed by the demands of their family-oriented brand.